Welcome everyone to today's Explainer. Look, if you're trying to figure out how to optimize your daily energy and just, build a really resilient physical baseline, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're taking this one incredibly powerful sentence about natural metabolism and unpacking the whole thing to find a universal, everyday formula. By the time we wrap up, you'll know exactly how a few specific dietary elements combine to create a highly efficient engine for your body. It's gonna be great.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the metabolism mantra, then hit protein and legumes, move into spices and green tea, check out the Whole Foods Foundation, and wrap up with creating lasting, healthy habits.
All right, part one, the metabolism mantra.
Okay, I want you to consider this single, powerful thesis statement. It says, protein-rich foods, legumes, green tea, spices, and whole foods can complement an active lifestyle and support normal metabolism as part of healthy habits. Over the next few minutes, we're literally going to put this exact sentence right under the microscope. We're going to deconstruct it piece by piece to see how these specific elements interact to create a sustainable routine.
So, the crucial point here is understanding our ultimate end goal. The text explicitly targets a normal metabolism. Now listen, this isn't about extreme biohacking or some crazy, unrealistic physical transformation, right? It's about your physiological baseline. It's that steady, reliable state of functioning that's actively supported by healthy habits and an active lifestyle. Getting to this baseline, well, that's what actually gives you that sustained, reliable energy all day long.
Moving right along to section 2, protein and legumes. Let's zoom in a bit here.
Notice the order of things. Protein-rich foods and legumes are listed first, and there's a very good reason for that. They act as the structural fuel. If you want to support a normal metabolism, you really can't build it on quick fixes. You absolutely need this sturdy, foundational energy first. Protein and legumes provide that substantial, long-lasting burn that the rest of our formula is eventually going to build upon.
Now, what's really interesting about this breakdown is that we have 5 equal parts representing the 5 dietary elements named in our mantra. Protein and legumes make up those first 2 crucial pieces of our healthy habits pie. But notice, they aren't elevated above the others, right? They stand side by side with them in equal measure to create a totally balanced dietary foundation. Let's jump into section 3, spices and green tea. Time for the unsung heroes of your pantry.
Green tea and spices. It's actually fascinating that the authors deliberately isolated these two. They didn't just stop at the heavy hitters like protein, they specifically included these essential natural boosters. It just goes to show that the finer details of what we consume pack a massive punch when it comes to supporting our metabolism.
Think about it this way. If protein and legumes are the fuel, green tea and spices are the metabolic catalysts. So if protein is like the solid logs in a campfire that give you that long-lasting burn, well, green tea and spices, they're the spark. And let's be honest, nobody wants to just sit around a pile of unlit logs. These catalysts are what help activate and support that baseline metabolism we're aiming for.
All right, section 4, the Whole Foods Foundation. Let's zoom out a little bit.
Whole foods. This is our critical umbrella term. The text carefully lists protein, legumes, green tea, and spices, but then it binds them all together with whole foods. What this tells us is that we aren't just looking at some random assortment of grocery items, it's a highly cohesive dietary approach. These elements are meant to exist together within a broader ecosystem of unrefined whole food.
Coming back to our pie here, we really see the true synergy. All 5 elements form one complete nutritional foundation. You can't just pick your favorite slice and call it a day. It takes the entire thing working in perfect harmony to establish the groundwork necessary to support a normal metabolism. It's the whole shebang.
Okay, let's move to section 5 and see how this all builds into creating lasting healthy habits.
And this brilliantly illustrates the true motif here. The 5 dietary foods strictly complement an active lifestyle. You can't just consume the right foods, sit on the couch all day, and expect magic to happen. Nope. That complementary partnership, the food and the movement together, is the absolute secret to unlocking this whole formula. The text wraps this all up with a really crucial qualifier, as part of healthy habits. Because a one-off day of eating whole foods and going for a quick walk, that's not the goal. The true driver of a normal metabolism is taking this complementary relationship and turning it into a holistic, everyday routine. Consistency is key here. So, we can essentially summarize the core equation of our source text as a simple, highly actionable, 3-step procedure. Step 1. Consume those 5 key food groups. Step 2. Ensure those foods strictly complement an active lifestyle. And Step 3. Combine 1 and 2 consistently as a habit. That is how you effectively support a normal metabolism.
Let's look at this sentence one more time. Protein-rich foods, legumes, green tea, spices, and whole foods can complement an active lifestyle and support normal metabolism as part of healthy habits. It's the exact same words, but man, they carry so much more weight now, don't they? Together, we've found the structured fuel, the catalysts, and the active partnership required to really support that normal metabolism.
So you now have the formula and the steps to build a cohesive lifestyle. The real question is, knowing that these simple elements are the spark and the fuel, which of these natural metabolism boosters will you intentionally choose to complement your active lifestyle with today? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and have fun putting this knowledge into action.